Manchester City have gone 25 games unbeaten uh, in the Champions League. Now they've equaled that of their rivals Manchester United since May 2009. So City have played 25 games, consecutive 25 games in the Champions League without losing. The last time they did that was 2 years ago, where they lost 3-1 to Real Madrid. What they go on, Charlie? What they go on, Charlie? Charlie, it'll be another beautiful day, and welcome to Ohinba Sports. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, share, and comment to other people so that they'll know what is going on. Yeah, today is about having all the fun facts that happened yesterday during the UEFA Champions League. Remember, it's match day 2, and there were some big games and some mouth-watering fixtures that were played yesterday. So today we'll be bringing you the fun fact, what happened really in the games. Remember, Arsenal played, Leverkusen played, Barcelona played, Dortmund were doing wonders against Celtic. So, what were some of the things that came out of those games? Something new you've never heard of. I'm going to bring it to you. My name is James on Hindbama. Can we go for a breather? When we come back, we delve deep into the fun facts. Manchester City, they own him so Yapachu or Chiwa, no show. Yeah, so Manchester City yesterday went on the road and beat Slovan Bratislava by 5 goals to 0. Can you imagine? That's what big teams are really supposed to do. When you get the small boys, you for ship them, they make them see say for you they rape them. You need to make a statement as a big team, and that's what Manchester City did yesterday. But after winning 5-0, after the game, they've done something new. They've equaled something in the history of not only the Champions League but also in all major European competition. Now, Manchester City have gone 25 games unbeaten uh, in the Champions League. Now, they've equaled that of their rivals Manchester United since May 2009. So, City have played 25 games, consecutive 25 games in the Champions League without losing. The last time they did that was 2 years ago, where they lost 3-1 to Real Madrid, I think in the semi-finals of the Champions League. After that, they have not lost a game, 25 games. And I bet you they'll keep on winning. Manchester City will keep on winning. The last time a team did that in the Champions League was Manchester United. So there's a new record that has come up after they beat Slovan Bratislava by 5 goals to 0. Another interesting that happened in that game, we saw Ike Gundogan scoring for Manchester City when they scored the 5 goals. But if you looked at how he dictated the pace of the game, he dictated the play, dominated the midfield. It didn't look like Manchester City were missing Rodri, their informed midfielder who got injured some few weeks ago. They are not missing. Yes, someone will say it's against Bratislava, but then remember the midfield of Gundogan and Matthew Nunes was so superb on the day. And if you go to all the websites that's rank players per their performance, Gundogan had a rating about 9.2 or 9.3 there. But that shows you that maybe he could be the missing piece that Manchester City are looking for. And who knows, maybe they can go on to win the UEFA Champions League and go on to retain the English Premier League. So that's another thing we learned about that game. And Jeremy Doku, yes, we don't seem to talk a lot about Jeremy Doku. Some see him as a player who is not result oriented. He is not clinical. But in yesterday's game against Bratislava, Jeremy Doku had 26 touches in the opposition box. Yes, 26 touches in the opposition box. I mean the penalty area of the opposition, which is Slovan Bratislava. He had 26 touches. This is the most that any player has had in the Champions League, 26 touches. So that tells you the possession based kind of football Manchester City play. And when they are in your box, they don't seem to panic. And so these are some of the things we learned from the game, from that of Manchester City versus Slovan Bratislava. Now let's move on to another interesting game that happened in England. It was at the Emirates where Arsenal, the Gunners, beat Paris Saint-Germain by 2 goals to 0. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm going to this game. I didn't have, yeah, we're performing well, but I didn't have, so I thought PSG could put up a surprise, but then Arsenal made a statement against one of the big guys in the PSG. And guess who scored? Kai Havertz was on the score sheet. Bukayo Saka was also on the score sheet. Now, Kai Havertz is also doing something exceptional for himself and also for Arsenal Football Club. Now, Havertz has scored 6 in a row at the Emirates Stadium. He has scored 6 in a row. 6 games at the Emirates Stadium, 6 goals, 6 consecutive goals at the Emirates Stadium. He is doing something exceptional. No player has been able to do this since Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. So he's becoming the fans' favorite at the Emirates Stadium. And after the game, he did mention that yes, he loves the Emirates. He loves how the fans cheer him up. And this was a player when he came in his first season. When he came, fans were agitating that he should go back to Chelsea and also he should be sold to Saudi Arabia. So that's for Kai Havertz. And Arsenal still can't stop scoring from set pieces. Yes, yesterday Bukayo Saka's free kick goal was from a set piece. Arsenal, Dabe Naumbeja set pieces here. And this tells you that they are doing something exceptional. After the game, Saka said that it is something they've been doing at the training ground. Most of the time during training, it's all about set pieces, corners, free kicks. And we saw that exceptional goal Bukayo Saka scored. And he also said that he's tired of Arsenal becoming runners up and he thinks that this is a season that they will be able to win a trophy. And yes, and Arsenal are making a statement to beat Paris Saint-Germain, who is a powerhouse, though they've not won a Champions League trophy. But at least when it comes to performances at this stage, some few years ago, you wouldn't tip Arsenal um, to beat Paris Saint-Germain. Another interesting thing was that about PSG. PSG had an expected goals of 0.27. They were not even expected to score a goal. So that tells you how bad their attack was. They were not creative enough. And I think that for Luis Enrique to omit um, Usman Dembele from the squad, I think it wasn't a good thing because this season he's been their best player so far. He's been involved in 7 goals, scoring 4 goals, and giving 3 assists. So I think that if Dembele was in that particular game, he could have done something or could have gotten those 3 points for PSG. But on the day, PSG were very poor. They had an expected goal of 0.27. A credit to Raya for also keeping a clean sheet in that particular one. So another interesting game. Now Borussia Dortmund won or they beat Celtic by 7 goals to 2. Borussia Dortmund beat Celtic by 7 goals to 2. Now, before we go into the numbers of that particular game, something happened at the stadium where ultras or fans of Borussia Dortmund brought up a banner that had the title of the banner was UEFA Mafia Banner. You don't care about the sports. All you care about is the money. So this message was to the UEFA president and those who are the helm of affairs of European football that see the matches are too many for the players. You people don't care about the health of the players. You people don't really care about the sport. All you care about is money. And this we discussed yesterday on this channel that most players are not happy about the number of games that are being played, and that a lot of people are of the view that the spirit of the Champions League, which involves big players is being taken away, whereby small teams are being involved in a prestigious tournament as the champions. So that was what happened at the stadium. Now let's go into the numbers. Karim Adeyemi, the Fufu man, scored a hat trick in that particular game. And he scoring a hat trick means that he's become the first German player to score 10 UEFA Champions League goal before turning the age of 23. So he has made an history uh, for German players, becoming the first German players to score becoming the first German player, to score 10 UEFA Champions League goals before turning 23 years. And he won the man of the match and went away with the match day ball to his house. Now, Celtic, who lost, also became the first British team to concede 5 goals in the first half of a major European competition since 1997. So Celtic conceded 5 goals just in the first half, and Urin Sanyeri and his men were rampant on Celtic in that particular game. So let's move on to another interesting thing. And Victor Boniface scored his first UEFA Champions League goal for Bayer Leverkusen. Yes, it's his first ever in the Champions League. First ever in the Champions League. And that shows you the journey he's gone from Nigeria to Wolfsburg now to Bayer Leverkusen. He's doing so well. They beat AC Milan by a goal, and Xabi Alonso made a statement that yes, we are back in the Champions League and we're hoping to do more against these big teams. So Victor Boniface had his first goal. Then again, Barca went on to beat Young Boys. Yes, Barca scored 5-0 against Young Boys after losing their first game in the UEFA Champions League. They lost 1-0 to AS Monaco. Last weekend, they lost against Osasuna, and it was a time to make a statement that, yes, we are back. The likes of Rafinha, Lewandowski scoring the brace in the giving Barcelona the 3 points in that particular one. And another team we don't normally talk about, uh, breast, 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 breast. Breast are playing their first ever Champions League, and they are doing wonders. 2 out of 2 games they've won. They won their first game against Stromgrass. Then yesterday they went away and beat Salzburg 4 goals to 0. This is a team that is playing for the first time in the Champions League, and they are making history, and they are one of the guys we need to look out for. So this is where we draw the curtains down here on the fun facts on the UEFA Champions League. Remember to subscribe to this particular channel, Charlie. At the new subscribers, share it to others so that you will also know about this wonderful stuff that we are putting up here. My name is James Ohinba Markel. Charlie, we will vibe later.